for the times they are a-changing.
A big honor tonight for Minnesota native Bob Dylan.
The music legend won the Nobel Prize for Literature. And our Jessica Miles is live from the Bob Dylan mural in downtown Minneapolis now. Jess?
Yeah, guys, this is this massive 5-story, it's 160 feet, this Bob Dylan mural, and people have been coming down here now that the cars have left this parking lot, taking some photos here. It kind of shows Bob Dylan in his early career, and then later on now with that white signature hat. But a lot of people we've talked to today say this honor is long overdue. In his 75 years, Bob Dylan has gone from humble beginnings on the Iron Range to some of the biggest stages in the country. His gift for songwriting and telling stories is now being honored worldwide. Well-deserved, would you say?
Absolutely. Okay, no question in my mind.
Now ain't the time for your tears.
He is the greatest lyricist of his era.
Alex Lubit is a music prof at the University of Minnesota who also happens to teach a class titled Bob Dylan.
I think it's really important to keep in mind that the man writes songs. I don't know if we'd be having this conversation today if he wrote spoken word poetry without the music.
Aretha, Crystal Jukebox.
Queen of Hymn.
And Hymn Diffused and Drunk Transfusion.
But Dylan does have Tarantula. It's his book of poems.
I think it's easy to understand the feeling that he's portraying. I can't understand exactly what's physically happening, but that's okay.
It's quite flowery and deep.
Do you understand it?
I am thinking
Wound would heed, sweet sound wave crippled.
it is a bit hard to read,
Ye battered personal God.
because if you were to read this as you normally would read, you would not a breath take until perhaps the end of the book, because there isn't really any punctuation.
But she cannot. She, the leader, of whom when ye follow.
There's a period.
You can take a breath.
The harmonica battalions of bitter cowards.
Mr. Dylan, you are amazingly talented. Would you sing this to me?
It may lie flat on the page, but with the strum of a guitar and tap of the toe, it comes to life.
You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last.
Music and words recognized, loved, and now honored.
But whatever you...
And guys, I just got to share one last thing with you tonight, because I just found this so ironic today, but this is Dylan, my photographer that I've been working with all day. He happens to be named after Bob Dylan. Your parents, you called them hipsters in the 60s.
Well, I think they were hippies back then, but they've evolved into hipsters now.
And your dad even an English major at one point. So I just kind of thought this was a whole all-encompassing story here today working with Dylan. Just kind of goes to show how wide-reaching his fame and acclaim and love really is. Back to you guys.
Yeah, the people walking around Dinkytown now are hipsters. It was hippies back in the 60s, just to get that one. All right, thanks, Jess.